All right. Hey guys, how's it going? It's Joy. I am back again with another video. I hope that everybody is doing swell and staying safe as usual, you guys. So, y'all know I be trying to fix my hair in the beginning, y'all. But welcome to another video. This one, as you can see, the topic is a little different. I did get a comment, so thank you guys so much. Please, please, please make sure that you continue to keep leaving me comments on videos so that way we can do a live like this and answer any questions or, concerns or anything that's coming up for you in terms of, just kind of understanding what's going on, navigating through this whole abuse that you may be experiencing or, the trauma you're dealing with or, just maybe some flashbacks or some, withdrawals you may be experiencing. So I haven't talked about the mother-in-law for a while, so it's good to kind of, talk a little bit about that. I do have another video that I was going to make, but I thought why not just go ahead and do this one because someone did leave a comment. So let's actually go ahead and get into the comment. And before I do that, I just want to say thank you guys for all of your support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It really does mean a lot. Make sure that you do share this video, tell a family member or friend if they're dealing with a person that's a narc. Or anything like that. And again, my name is Joy. I am a narcissist abuse coach. I've been dealing with narcissists since 2006, and since 2017, I have been helping former victims, now survivors, heal, move on, and recover after dealing with narcissistic abuse. And you guys, I forgot to mention this totally. So last month, February, was the anniversary and when I started making videos on YouTube for narcissistic abuse. I want to say I came on, it was February of 2017 when I first started making videos about the narcissist. So I totally forgot about that anniversary. So yeah, shout out to you guys that have been watching me since day one. My followers from way back a couple years ago. So yeah, shout out to you. And also shout out to the new followers, the new subscribers. Truly, truly appreciate you guys. So yeah. But let's get into this comment, you guys. Honestly, I thought it was awesome. I thought it was a good comment. It's kind of sad too, because this is like a real life thing. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it here. Happy Sunday, as we always say. But yeah, the person said here, it was left on a short that I did. Basically, the narcissistic mother-in-law laws are evil and want to break up your relationship and marriage. And again, I'm not a judge because I'm not a saint. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes and things like that. But one thing just from personal experience, actually being around a person, that had a mother that was a narc, So let's see here. All right, so basically, they just said their mother-in-law destroyed their relationship, and somehow my ex knows what was happening, and she still was taking her side, and that part still was taking her side was in capital letters, and he said that they ended up leaving due to how bad the relationship was, and this is a common thing. And too common most of the time, in relationships or marriages, whether you're married to the person or not, it could just be like your girlfriend or your boyfriend, or maybe somebody you're dating, and things like that. And you could have it to where their mother or their father, or it could be a brother or sister, is a narcissist, and they are trying to control you guys. They could be trying to manipulate your relationship. They could be trying to cause drama. They could be trying to cause you guys to break up. They could be trying to get you guys to divorce. And it's kind of sad. It's just like you would think in that, the person, whoever you're talking to, or maybe you're living with them, you might be living with them, or you could be married to them, you could be dating them, and their parent is acting, just very obnoxious, being disrespectful towards you, being very deceptive, really just trying to trigger you, maybe even trying to pretend like, oh, let's go out for dinner, or oh, let's go out for lunch. And they may be trying to get you to open up to the point where you share like certain traumas or certain information. And this is to a point where maybe they're going to use that against you at a later time, to re-traumatize you, to re-hurt you, to make you feel uncomfortable, to make you feel uneasy, and stuff like that. And so, it's just really truly a sad thing, and you just kind of have to also look at it too, especially if you've kind of like dealt with the situation and it's like the aftermath, and you're like kind of looking back and saying, oh wow, like I can't believe that really happened, or you could be like, I can't believe that their mother behaved that way or their father behaved that way. You got to also remember that a lot of these individuals, especially like if it's an in-law or father-in-law, they're very miserable, they're very unhappy, they're very dissatisfied, discontent, just kind of feel empty inside, and the unfortunate part is that they kind of spread that poison onto, their adult children. And then they also spread that poison onto, the people that maybe have friendships with, relationships with, or, other sort of connections. And it's a sad thing because, people try to love that in-law, they try to get to know them. They want to, be there to support them and like try to help them the best way that they can, but this in-law is just very just deceptive. They're very just cunning, and, they just want to destroy any happiness, any success, or, any love or anything that is positive. They just really want to destroy it. They rather have something that's negative, something that's toxic, something that's unhealthy around them. They want to stir you up. They want to get you frustrated. They want to say something that's going to be offensive. They want to make you react in a way where they can be like, oh, see, look, it's them, it's not me, and when in actuality, they are the ones that's doing little things that's going to eventually make someone snap or make someone like lose emotional control, so it's crazy because, and the other thing you got to think about, these are grown adult people, like, a lot of them are like seniors or elders, they may be like in their 50s and their 60s, and they're behaving like children. They're being very just immature and not adult like. You get what I'm saying? And a lot of these people do have a lot of power, you guys. As I always say, these narcissistic in-laws, narcissistic people do have a lot of control. A lot of them are entrepreneurs. A lot of them are business owners. A lot of them, do well for themselves as far as career. Or they may be very well accomplished, or, if they work in a corporate job, they could have a high position, management, or, maybe they could be like a CEO and things like that. And that's not to say that anyone in those positions are narcs, obviously not, but it's just certain ones, yeah, because they could let like certain positions or forms of, influence, or forms of, how they can get people to follow them. They may take advantage of that, and they absolutely do this with their children, because you guys got to remember, with the in-law, they don't want anyone to take their position. They feel like, let's say you're dating someone that has a parent that's an in-law. I'm sorry, if you're dating somebody that has a parent that's a narc, and let's say you come in a picture, maybe you're very attractive, or maybe you're very handsome, maybe you have a good head on your shoulder, you could be a very kind-hearted person, and the in-law sees you as a threat. They want to get rid of you. They want to get you to react in a way where, because they've already been talking down on you anyways. They've already been kind of saying, oh yeah, I know that's not going to work out. Oh yeah, she's going to leave, or he's going to leave, or I'm gonna try to break them up, or, I'm going to stir the pot, and, or they may try to bring up your past, or maybe they may try to bring up information that you've shared with them to try to flip it on you, or build up a case against you. Or they may be talking to your partner. They may be saying like certain things to them to get them to just turn on you, or to get them to break up with you and things like that. They may be trying to put little seeds of doubt into their adult child about you, to get them to leave you, or to get them to break up with you, or maybe even to get them to cheat on you, or to lie to you, or whatever. So that's what they're doing behind the scenes, and it's really sad. It's truly sad. It's something that, I mean, you really just wouldn't think a person would do. Like, you just like, why would a person do this to another human being? Like, why do they have that much hate in themselves for another person, or why do they have that much jealousy inside of themselves for them to do that? Why do they have to be that selfish where they feel like they have to have all the attention on them 24/7? And if it's not, it's a problem. Or a lot of them, they use fear, guilt, and obligation to control their adult children or to control others around them. So yeah, I hope that made sense, you guys. Yeah, this is definitely definitely a touchy topic for sure, and also a touchy subject for those that have gone through this themselves. But yeah, and the thing is the other part, the person was saying that their person knew what was going on. So you have a lot of times where, you know, the whoever you're dealing with, they may know that their mother or father is like, if something is not right, they know that their mother and father is abusive or just unhealthy or toxic or dysfunctional. And again, this is a viewer's discretion. I'm not bashing anybody's parents. I'm not talking down on anybody's parents at all. I'm just speaking on a specific type of parent. I'm not saying all parents are like this, because no one is perfect. You get me? So let's just make that clear. I'm just saying. But at the same time, we understand when it comes to dealing with, narcissistic in-laws, it's different dynamic. And so, but back to, your person may know that their parent is this way, and some way, somehow, they may have, like, deep down, a need to have a parent in their life, because maybe they felt like they never had a parent growing up, or maybe they felt like growing up their parent abandoned them, or maybe they could have felt like their parent betrayed them, or they could have felt like their parent took their childhood away from them. So now they feel like they want to play the role of being a child now with their parent, and they may feel like with you, at first they could have wanted to be with you, but they feel like, oh, because since their parent is coming back into their lives, you know, this is their opportunity to get their childhood back again. But it just so happens that you may be in their life. And so now it's kind of like they have to choose between having a parent and having a partner. So a lot of times, if they haven't done their inner work, if they haven't worked on their childhood traumas, or, their insecurities, their addictions, or the things that, like, their triggers, then a lot of times they're going to choose their parent, because they feel like they never had a parent, and they always wanted that as they grew up, and they never felt like they had it. And so this is the opportunity for them to have it. You get what I'm saying? So now, if you have a person that has, done their inner work, or they understand that what their parent is doing is wrong, and they actually take a stand, they stand up to their parent, then you're lucky, because that's a pretty rare case. A lot of times that does not happen. And if that was the case where sorry, y'all, I'm trying to fix my hair. But a lot of times, if your partner has done the inner work, they're like, no, I'm not dealing with this. I'm not going to allow my parent to control me, control you, or control our household, or to control our decision making, and come in and just pretend like, oh, like, this is your house, or this is like there needs to be separation going on here. Like, like, if they have set boundaries with their parents, then you have a good chance on having your relationship or your marriage survive. But if that's not the case, then you might just want to take the L and just kind of charge it to the game and just move on, because it's really not worth it at the end of the day. Because the thing is that like, your spouse or your partner is always going to choose their parent over you, because they feel like there's some unmet needs. And again, by the way, this is not to say, oh, you got to choose like family over your partner. It's like, no, everybody should be working together on one accord, right? But when it comes to dealing with a narcissistic dynamic, this is when the narcissistic in-law is going to make your partner choose, right? They're going to make your partner choose, which is just like, why are you doing that from the beginning? Why are you being so controlling? Why are you being so demanding that you're making your own child choose, like, if they want to have a girlfriend or a boyfriend or a husband or a wife? Like, that should be a given. Like, you get what I'm saying? It's like, obviously, yeah, like, nobody's parents should be controlling their adult child, like, and see, that's the other thing that happens too, is how the narcissistic in-law makes it work for them, because a lot of times they are in control of their adult children's finances, right? A lot of them, they control their livelihood, essentially, like, because the things with the narcissistic in-laws, they want to make their adult children reliant on them for the rest of their lives. And so that way, that basically means that that in-law has power and influence and control over what that adult child does for basically the rest of their lives. Because think about it, they're in control of their finances. It could be where that, like, your partner works for their mother or their father, or they somehow take care of their mother or father, and they feel like obligated. Maybe the parent could be making their adult child feel guilty for wanting to have their own life, or for wanting to live their life to have, like, making their own decisions, basically, right? They could be, doing these manipulation games and testing their child to see, like, where the loyalty lies, and you in the process could get hurt by this, because that is a hurtful thing to deal with. It's just like, why is this even happening? Why is this parent behaving this way? This is, like, not normal. You get me? And so, but the thing is that a lot of times your partner knows what's going on. And if they know what's going on and they're still going along with it and ignoring it, pretending that it's not happening, trying to keep the peace, trying to play both sides, then, it's not worth it, because at the end of the day, they're going to, if they haven't dealt with their inner childhood traumas or their issues or their wounds, particular wounds, like I said, about rejection, abandonment, people pleasing, being a doormat, being, just wanting to go along to get along, even though it's not right. Then you also got to wonder, like, okay, maybe you got to question their integrity, their core values. Can you make a decision? Are you able to like take care of a family kind of thing, or are you always going to be reliant on your parent? Like, and also the other thing you got to question, is this person capable of being self-reliant, independent? Because again, with a narcissistic parent or even a narcissistic in-law, they want to make you codependent on them, right? And they want to make you be that way for the rest of your life. That way, again, you can always be reliant on them. And the narcissist also gets their needs met, because they're codependent, so they need for you to be the same way. And if you're not, they feel like they can't control you. And then that means that they're going to go out of their way to either have a smear campaign, or they're going to go out for revenge, or they're going to be recruiting other people, other family members, to make it seem like, oh, this person's not doing this, and, trying to play the victim and stuff like that. So, you just want to keep that in mind. But yeah, this was a really good topic. I'm glad that the person left this comment. And then the other thing is, like, if your person is not standing up for what's right, then it's just kind of like, again, you have to question, like, do you align? Do those values align with yourself? Because I'm sure that if you was in this particular dynamic, you knew that it wasn't right. And I'm sure your person knew that it wasn't right either. But the fact that they went along with what was wrong, then you know that that's not a match for you, because you only want to do things that's right. You get me? So. And, you could have another thing where your person might be trying to justify their parents' behavior. They'd be like, oh, well, they've been like this their whole lives. Everybody know this is how mom is. This is how dad is. People just kind of expect it. But again, it still doesn't make it right. It doesn't excuse their behavior. It doesn't matter what happened to them. Everybody has their own inner healing to do, and that's their own responsibility. You're not responsible for anyone unless it's your child. I'm just saying, right? Between the ages of, when newborn to 18, yeah, you're responsible for your child, and then after that, it's like let them, or even like 21 or something like that. They're your responsibility, but after that, it's just like you're supposed to teach them about being independent. You're supposed to teach them about being self-reliant and and to be able to improve themselves, progress, and be able to take care of themselves, right? That's the whole point of being a parent. You got to raise your kids up so that way they can take care of themselves, because what is it? You're not always going to be there, and you want to prepare your kids for what's going to happen when you're not there, right? You want to make them strong. You want to make them independent. You want to make them able to fend for themselves and deal with the world and understand how the world works, so that way they can be successful. They can be, productive in their lives, right? And they could be moving forward always and being successful in whatever that way is for them, And the thing is that the narcissistic parents, they do not prepare their children for the real world at all. They just don't. And because you got to think about it like this, the in-law sees their children as an extension of themselves. So they essentially want to turn their adult children into themselves. And a lot of times they do. A lot of times they have that much influence and that much power that they can. And, that's their own fault. The adult children, that's their fault, and they have to live with that, so it is what it is. But let's see here. And yeah, the person just said they ended up leaving due to how bad the relationship was. Yeah, and the in-law is going to make sure that the relationship ends. It's, like I said, if your partner is not on your side, don't even do it. Don't even waste your time. It's a lost cause. Yeah, because it's going to end. Either you leave, or your partner is forced to leave, or they have influence, or another thing that could happen is your partner may try to get you to accept how their mother or father is, and again, that's another no. It's like, no, you don't go against what you know is true for you, what's right for you. You get what I'm saying? It's like, no, you don't put up with bad behavior, not even from the people around you, your own family, and not especially from somebody else's family. It's like, come on, like, you gotta either set boundaries, stand up for yourself, know what's the best thing for you, or you just gotta let it go altogether and just say, hey, you know what, this is deuces, it's all good, but wish you the best. All right. But anyway, you guys, I hope that made sense, and I would love to know, what was you guys' takeaway? Are you guys dealing with the situation? And if you are, I would love to know, how is it going for you? How are you guys coping? Like, let's say, you had a situation like that in a dynamic where, whoever you was dating, their mother and their father was a narc, or maybe you was married to this person. How was that? Because trust me, you guys, it's not worth it at all. I could say that I have been in that dynamic, but luckily it wasn't for that long of a time. But for the time that it was, I definitely learned a lot, and I will not do that again. So, but yeah, we live and we learn, and we all go through different experiences, but it's always for the best, right? Whatever happens for the best. Everything happens for a reason. So we can all learn what not to do next time. So yeah. But anyway, you guys, I would love to know, what was your takeaway? Give this video a like, share, and subscribe as always. And if you guys want to reach out to me for any support, guidance, you need a listening ear, please don't hesitate. Book a session with me as always. And happy early Easter. I know Easter's next Sunday. So for those of you that celebrate it, I hope you guys enjoy it and have your nice outfits on while at church for whoever goes. And yes, you guys, don't forget to try my sugar scrub as usual. Get my sugar scrub, you guys. And I did want to show you guys, I actually have a bigger jar, you guys, that I'm going to be filling this up shortly. And I'm going to have some sugar scrub inside of this. So this one's going to be available. I'm going to put it on my website, but I'm excited to have the bigger size, because for those that like it, they can have more That way they can use it longer. But yes, you guys, I would highly recommend trying out my sugar scrub. It's $27. So make sure that you get yours. And as soon as you order, I will send it out to you, ship it. So yes, you will love it. Honestly, the reviews that I've been getting, you guys can look on my site. People love it, and it really does make a difference on the skin. Me, I'm all about self care, self love, and just really investing in yourself, you know. And I also have my business card, so make sure that you do inquire about my sugar scrub. And I also wanted to tell you guys, so I do have another project I'm gonna be working on. I'm super excited to share it with you guys very soon. I can't wait. But yes, I'm really excited about this project. This is something that I was actually thinking of doing for a while. I can't wait to reveal it to you all. And it's going to be something that's much needed for sure. And so, yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. And also, too, got some other events that I'm going to be putting in the works very soon. So, anyways, you guys, I love you so much. Thank you for watching this video. Any other topics, you guys, that you want to learn about or discuss or have questions about, please leave it below so that way we can all learn from it and we can do a video just like this. So anyway, I love you guys and I will see you all in the next live. See you next time. Take care. Bye.